Hi, welcome to the Big Bear Homestead, and today we're going to give you a updated tour of our garden. Alright guys, so it's been a few weeks since we walked around and did a garden tour here on the homestead. So a lot of cool things have happened and a lot of not so cool things have happened. Well, so far, luckily, knock on wood, we haven't had anything bolt due to the heat. But I believe that is because we have heavy mulched the majority of our garden beds. Our radishes didn't bolt. Our Brussels sprouts and cabbage hasn't done anything. They're still making it. But they're heavily mulched, and we water for about 30 to 45 minutes after the sun goes down every night. And I just have to believe that that's what's saving everything right now. So let's walk over here. We got some really cool things going on with our Soil 3 compost. This bed right here, this is the Soil 3 compost. This is the pizza garden. This is the Soil 3, and then my compost. Soil 3, mine. So I'm getting my backside handed to me when it comes to comparing my compost to the Soil 3 compost, but I'll take that butt whooping. Okay, right over here we have our cucumbers. We do have some small cucumbers on our vines already, but they're already starting to climb up. We have to come in here and train them up a little bit in the evening. Now, I had something weird happen in this bed right here. As you can see, right here, oh, let me get down here. I'm getting old. Right here, we've got these bush bean plants. I forget what variety they are. Robin knows. But these are the only 2/3 there. Matter of fact, I got a label. They're the Bordatellos. These three are the only ones that came up on this side. Down the rest of the row, something, and maybe it was the chicken that jumped in here and scratched it up, but something pushed the rest of the beans, the bean seeds up to the top. So we're gonna come back, reseed those. A lot of these radishes are done. We just got to come in here and pull them up. Now, on this side, look at that. A lot of the beans are up and doing halfway decent. So I don't really know what happened over there. I think something got in there, a chipmunk or something. Again, right here is our Brussels sprouts. They're still hanging in there. I got some type of a pest chewing on my leaves, but I'm gonna find him and then I'm probably gonna eat him. Some of the cabbages not doing so well, but some of the other ones are doing okay. I got a caterpillar in here somewhere I gotta find and take care of him. Now, in our other competing beds with my compost and Soil Cubed, we're kind of running neck and neck. When it came to the lettuce, over here on this side, we just harvested all of the leaf lettuce that we had. My lettuce seemed to be a little bit bigger, and the flavor was about the same, but they were a little bit greener out of my compost versus the Soil 3. The only thing that I can think of that could have made a difference with that is because of the sun. Maybe because of the beans getting up the way that they have here, it affected some sunlight, but they got the same amount of water. They got the same amount of mulch. everything else, just the lettuce did better in my compost than in the soil cubed. Same way as it looks like these Kentucky Wonder beans here are, excuse me, in my compost, they seem to be doing better versus the soil cubed. Now, don't know if that has anything to do with location or the particular type of vegetable. That's just weird how the soil cubed is just completely outperforming my compost in the pizza garden, but over here they're kind of running neck and neck. So the rest of the season will tell. Mama planted some squash and stuff where the lettuce was in my bed over here. She didn't plant any in the soil cubed. Last night it got too late. Robin went to the store and saw some just really pathetic looking plants that they were basically almost giving away, and so of course she grabbed them. And we got some bee balm, she got a couple of peppers and a lot of squash and zucchini that we're gonna see if we can't nurse back to health. Robin's loofahs are doing okay. They're getting ready to start to climb up the trellis over there. And then we come over here to my row garden. Now, we haven't been in here to do any weeding, so don't come down on me too hard in the comments about how this needs to be weeded. I know. When we come over here, now the tomatoes are doing outstanding in here. These are all the ones that we started by seed in the house, and they're doing, some of them are doing okay, some of them not so much, but none of the ones that we direct sowed back in May have come up, and I blame that on us hitting the 100-degree mark in May here in Georgia. Now my squash and my zucchinis, they're doing pretty good out here. They're branching out. Some of them a couple of them just died away on me, and excuse me, but overall they're doing good. The okra has broke ground. Now that's the okra seed that we saved from last year, so we don't know what kind of okra it is, because when the Robin and the girls harvested the seed pods, they didn't keep them separated, and that's mostly the girls. They just had the seed pods and they put them all in one bucket, and so we don't know which one of whether it was the burgundies or the really long green ones. I forget what they're called. So we're gonna see what we get when they come up, and might be cool and interesting. The blueberries, because of the heat, I'm not even gonna walk over there. I'm gonna show you a B-roll shot, but the blueberries over there, they're starting the berries are starting to ripe, but I don't think between the birds and Ladessa, mostly Ladessa, I don't think we're gonna get much. The raspberries have taken root and they have started to grow. It's time for us to go out there and fasten them to the second row. And the grapes have, well, they got tiny little grapes on them, as you can see here. And right now we're starting to enter the maintenance mode. We've harvested a good amount of radishes, and let me tell you something, boy. Whoo! We roasted radishes for the first time. We used a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and we cooked them out over on the fire in a cast iron skillet, and wow, they were amazing. Absolutely loved it. So we're starting to enter into the phase in the garden where we're starting to be able to harvest a little here, a little there. You've seen that we got some peppers already growing. We got some tomatillos that are already growing. The cucumbers are starting to grow. And so overall, the garden is starting to produce. And we're starting to get our pallets blessed from our garden. I already can tell you that there are some major things that I want to change with the front yard garden beds for next year. One, now that they're all set up, I'm definitely going to get the cabbages out a whole lot earlier than I did this year, even with all of the rain that we have that we had. I'm still going to get them out earlier. There's going to be some different setups out here. I think that we are going to, I'm going to start majority of my stuff by seed in the house next year. I don't care what it is. Onions, garlic, maybe not garlic, but everything by seed, and then bring the plants out direct sowing minus the radishes. Didn't do very well in my raised beds. Now again, that could have been us hitting the 100-degree mark in May for a couple of weeks, because the dill never came up, or it hasn't come up yet. Now we're cooler this week, so I'm really paying attention to see what happens. And the lima beans didn't come up, and the other cucumbers didn't come up. So I'm thinking it was because of the heat, but we'll find out after this week and next week, because we're supposed to stay in the mid 90s, upper 80s most of the week, and we got a good chance of getting more rain this week. So we'll see what happens. The radishes in the grow bags are looking good. I can't wait to taste some of those. And we got the rosemaries out front here in containers, and we're getting ready to start this side over here, putting the soil and stuff in and getting it prepared and ready to start our fall garden. Now we'll also do the cabbages again, Brussels sprouts, we're going to do some kale, we're going to do broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like that. That's going to get ready to get put out over there. Excuse me. We'll probably even put some pumpkins and stuff over there just to see what happens, to roll with it and go from there. And so that's going to be starting our fall area here in the next month or so. Now our square foot garden right here, again, a lot of the seeds didn't germinate, but the peppers and the oregano's doing okay. Now over here we have another companion planting style garden. The Three Sisters, we got the squash, the corn, and then when this corn gets a little bit taller, we're going to plant some more Kentucky Wonders in there for that. The tomatillos doing really well. Eggplants have eggplant on them. We got the different types of eggplant, so we're going to have different colored eggplant here. The basil in some spots is doing phenomenal. And so overall, look at here. Look at this. Look at this little guy right here. Boop. That's kind of cool. But overall, well, I lied. Should have walked over here and said something, or looked before I said something. Lima beans have come up. So I'm thinking that my hypothesis is correct. Because look at here. So it started cooling off the latter of last week and now this week. So I got some lima beans that sprouted, but the cucumbers haven't done it yet. So there's still hope. All right, guys. Well, I got to get back to mulching and taking care of other stuff and getting the bee area ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this garden tour. I hope y'all's gardens are just as productive, if not more productive than mine. And if you guys have any questions about any of the companion planting that we have going on here, or the row gardens or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below. And thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.